Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining me for episode 7 of our Lunch and Learn series. I'm very excited to be here today. It is Friday. I know you and YouTube just watching this, but we were a little late today for those of you guys who are watching us live. I am very excited. I was just reviewing my notes, and I'm always learning and filling and reading and journaling and watching videos, and I'm excited to share this lesson with you guys today. It's one of inspired by one of my favorite mentors, Brian Tracy. He is absolutely amazing. So we're going to give it just a second here online. Sorry for those of you who are watching this in the future, but we're just getting a lot of people on. Welcome, happy Friday. Hi, Teresa. Hey, Angie. Hi, Stacy. Thank you guys for jumping in. All right, let's see. So today we're gonna do a two-part series because I think it's a little bit too long to do all at one time. We're gonna talk today about 10. The series is gonna be 10 qualities for major success, and today we're gonna do 5 of them. And let me get my notes up. Hi, hey, oh my goodness, look at you guys. Beautiful people, I love it, out of the UK. So those of you guys who are watching on YouTube, or if those of you are just joining in, we do this every day, Monday through Friday. I'm going to try my best to do it. Some days I'll be traveling, and hopefully I'll be able to keep doing this. And whether you're watching it live and eating with us, I think the only person that would probably be eating with right now is maybe the Hawaiians. It's about 10 o'clock there. But maybe you guys watch this in the future, subscribe to my YouTube channel so never miss an episode, because I believe that personal development and taking your skill set and your mindset to the next level. So I'm really excited to share, from my 9.5 years experience in the field, working in the MLM industry, having earned, over $3.5 million, and also reading and mentoring with some of the greatest minds in history to help you guys with little slices of information to hopefully make an impact on your business. So today we are going to talk about the first 5. So let's dive right into that. All right. Just tagging a couple more people. Please, guys, by the way, go ahead and tag someone and let them know that this is starting. So, all right. So number 1. Well, before we go into this, these are top qualities that I believe that you're going to need to be successful. And a lot of people say, well, what's the definition of success? I think my favorite one is Earl Nightingale. It's from The Strangest Secret. And if you have not seen that or heard it, on YouTube, it's an audio, you have to go listen to it today. It's 32 minutes, and I've probably heard it over 50 or 80 times. And he says, success is the progression toward a worthy ideal. Now, that's a really great concept, because success doesn't always mean money. Now, in network marketing, if you're successful, usually it comes hand in hand with money. But, if you wanted to be a teacher, and teachers don't make a lot of money, I mean, it's a living, but they don't make, they're not windfalls, and you're a teacher, then in my mind, you're successful. If you want to be a stay-at-home mom and you're a stay-at-home mom, I believe that's successful. But we're going to talk about, right now, the secrets of being a millionaire, like going big, having big success. We're not going to talk about, just accomplishing little goals here. If you want to go to the top of your company, if you want to be financially free, this is the lessons for you. To be successful, you are going to need skills. The good news is, that's the bad news. The good news is all of the skills that you're going to need can be learned. They can be learned quickly, and they can be learned over time. And for those, someone just asked me, my YouTube channel is YouTube.com/Create Wealth with Tara, and you will get a notification every time I post a new episode. So even if you aren't able to join in, you can watch in the future and turn your lunchtime into learning time. All right. The good news is all these skills can be learned, and even better news is you might just be one skill away from erupting in success. And I mean like just one. So maybe you're a great connector. Maybe you're a great talker. Maybe you're really good and you know everyone in town and you're a great inviter, but you're not a good closer. You marriage being a good inviter with a good closer and you literally could have massive success. Or, you know, that's just an example. So you might only be one skill. So the first thing that you really need to be super successful is you gotta be able to think really big and dream really big dreams, right? You gotta be able to dream like really big dreams. Like for example, if you had all the time and all the money and all the health and all the contacts, you know, what would your life look like? If you had a magic wand right now and I gave you a magic wand to just poof your life into whatever you need, what would that look like, right? I love what I do. I love my life. I feel like I can go further and bigger, and that's what I do. And I've been working on my goals today. A good friend of mine developed this book, and I was actually just rewriting some of my goals today. And this is a 90-day game plan. And I'm going to be working on all areas of my business, you know, both this part of it and, you know, just my actual business and building my team and, you know, building my customer base and all that. But you got to dream big dreams. Like let your mind run wild. I think all of us grew up in a society where we were told, hey, get your head out of the clouds, stop dreaming, you know, get your head back to normal and, you know, get back to what you need to do. Stop dreaming, right? Well, unfortunately, this world was built on dreamers. You know, we wouldn't have a brush if we didn't have dreamers, you know. Let me brush my hair. We wouldn't have a calculator if we didn't have dreamers, right? We wouldn't have chapstick if we didn't have dreamers, right? We wouldn't have jewelry if we didn't have dreamers. Everything that we have is a result, the dreamers. Dreamers are the ones that move this, you know, the world forward. So we have to have dreamers. So don't ever be afraid. And sometimes people feel silly dreaming and they let their mind come in and say, oh, well, you don't deserve a jet. What do you need a yacht for, right? Oh, you need a maid, or you too good to clean your own house? And you let all of these things creep in. And I'm going to tell you that I'm going to give you permission to dream the biggest dreams that you possibly can, okay? Dream and let wild. And honestly, today, after this, go ahead and write them down. And share them with people, right? And you know, some of these friends are gonna go, oh, you're crazy, or you always have these crazy ideas, and your spouse may be like, oh, you already have these crazy ideas. Dream big. And you know, what is your dream? Do you want to change lives? Do you want to make an impact? Do you want to make money? Like, what do you really want to do? Like, what really makes your heart sing? And I'm trying to find really quick. I'm reading a book, I'm always reading a book, called The Master Key to Riches. And Napoleon Hill talks about 12 riches of life. And hopefully I can find it really quickly for you guys here. Because it's not always about money, guys. Like, riches is not always about money. And so I really encourage everybody, by the way, to read this book. I think it's better than Think and Grow Rich, which was very hard for me to read, but it's a legendary book. It's in my top 5. But the 12 riches of life. And so when you dream of these things, right? These are the things that I dream about, right? I don't just need money and purses and cars. That's not me. I don't care about that kind of stuff. The 12 riches of life: a positive mental attitude, sound physical health, harmony in human relationships, freedom from fear. Oh gosh, everyone should have that. The hope of achievement, the capacity for faith, willingness to share one's blessings, a labor of love, an open mind on all subjects, self-discipline, right? That could help you with your career, that could help you with your health, that could help you with your relationships, the capacity to understand people, and then the last one is economic security. So dream to expand your life in all these areas. You don't have to just be about jets and you know, that may not even be for some of you. Some of you are like, I don't even want a jet. That sounds like a lot of work. I don't want a yacht. I certainly don't want a yacht. I would be happy to be on a yacht once in a while, but I don't need one. What do you want to do? You know, dream. Do you want to change lives? Do you want to change people's health? You know, what all is possible, right? I look at like, gosh, I'm 43 and, ugh, don't I look 43 today? Sorry, I didn't wash my hair today, so I'm really self-conscious of this. Blah, and my hair keeps falling in my face. I apologize if that's distracting. But, you know, I look at it as like, gosh, I probably have 40 or 50 years left. Shoot, I better get going. I got a lot of stuff to accomplish, right? My best days are ahead of me. I've just spent the last 4 decades learning of really what I want, being clear on my purpose, and, you know, understanding what I want to do, which is 2 things. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm going to spend the rest of my life helping people get healthy through products and education. And I'm going to spend the rest of my life helping people become entrepreneurs so that I can have a massive impact. So what all is possible? There is no finish line. You know, you can keep dreaming, you can change your dreams, you can expand your dreams. Once you get your dreams, you can go for bigger dreams. But I think people stop dreaming, and it's too bad. And it's not when I'll get there. There is no finish line, guys. It's how far can I go? See, sometimes that we are so programmed, especially in network marketing, to think, okay, well, that's the top rank of the company. Your mind should be like, they're going to have to create a new rank for me. This is like crazy that they're limiting me. That's the top rank. Wow, these people aren't big dreamers. Be willing to dream bigger than the owners of your company, right? So dream big. That's number 1. Number 2, do what you love to do. Do what you love to do. What makes you happy? People say, how do you get out of bed every day and do what you do? How do you stay motivated? Man, Tara, you're like the happiest, most motivated person I know. No, I'm not, first of all. I have the same fears and the same, you know, bad habits, and I get lazy and I procrastinate. Believe me, I'm not. But I do what I do, and I've done it consistently for 9 years because I love what I do. I don't need a quote or a video or I don't need my upline to call me and be like, hey, how are you? I don't need that. I'm self-motivated because I'm clear on my passion, right? I'm clear about what I do. Like, you love your child. Let's pretend you're a parent. You love your children. Nobody has to tell you to get out of bed to take care of your children. You know what I mean? You just do it because you don't have to call your mom, and your mom every day, Tara, get out of bed. Your kids need breakfast. They need some love. Gotta get them to school. You're motivated because you love that, right? But you never stop and think about why you're a good parent, right? You're motivated to get out of bed and go to your job because you don't want to lose your job, right? So if you love what you do and you're driven by a definiteness of purpose, then nobody will need to tell you. Nobody will need to tell you why you should do it. Nobody should be there to cheer you on. You should be inner motivated by passion, by vision. So do what you love to do. And if you're happy doing what you love to do, you were probably meant to do it all your life. And John Maxwell, we were in a really great intimate breakfast with him. And one of my friends, Ernest, a good friend of mine from another company, and he said, sometimes I feel like my friends and my family and my spouse don't understand why I work so hard. And he said something that I'll never forget. He says, only the called understand the calling. And so I understand that not everybody will understand your calling, but do it anyway. Like, and people may come and go, people may cheer you on, people may ridicule you. Don't ever stop. If you love what you do, if you truly, it makes your heart sing and your soul erupt, and you feel good, like, I love doing this. I don't care what else is going on in my life and how bad my hair looks and, you know, what else, you know, I love this. If you were meant to do it, you're going to love it. And if you don't love what you're doing, you weren't meant to do it. You know, what gets you out of bed? What do you dream about? You know, if you, like, I think if someone plopped $100 million in my bank account today, instead of going like, woo, I would go on a yacht. Heck no, I would probably have more fun for sure. I would fly first class. I would have a chef because I'm horrible at preparing healthy food. I would probably have a personal trainer because then they would help me with my health goals. I would use luxuries, but I'll tell you right now, I would probably use it just to build my business. I would have a green screen and I would have a kick-ass photography studio to make sure that my videos were awesome. I would probably even hire someone to do my makeup and hair so that I didn't fidget with it so that nobody's distracted and I could deliver. Like, I would use it to do what I'm doing now. Like, I love what I do. It stopped being about money like millions ago. Like, it's now about impact. It's now about saying, hey, who else wants to retire their spouse? Who else wants to not have to work and be a full-time mom and make millions of dollars while raising their kids? This is what I want. I'm giving back. You know, the greatest gift in life isn't getting the money or getting the success. It's getting there and then giving it back. That's the fun part. You know, and that's what, like, a lot of the wealthy, if you read like Andrew Carnegie or Napoleon Hill or Tony Robbins, the greatest joy in life isn't gaining wealth. It's not gaining stuff. It's giving away. It's giving your time, giving your contribution, giving your money. That's the greatest gift in life. So would you still do what you do today? Like I see Chantel under there. She's so funny. Someone's like, her hair looks great. And maybe it's the lighting or something, but it just like, it keeps falling in my face. Oh, okay. Chantel like loves to do yoga. She would probably still do yoga every day. And I know Christy's on here, and Christy loves nutrition. She would probably still do nutrition every day, right? Would you still do what you did if you had all the money? So number 2 is do what you love to do. If you don't love what you're doing, if it doesn't get you out of bed, you need to change directions. You shouldn't be miserable living your dreams. All right. Number 3, this is important. Commit to excellence. People who are successful become great at what they do. They become great. They get to the top. They go straight to the top, and they're always in the top 10%. But that's because they love what they do, right? Why would you want to be on the bottom 10% if you love what you do? Like, for example, when I get into a company, I buy the biggest kit because I'm like, I'm going to be in the top. That's my mindset. I don't care how long it takes me. I don't care what obstacles I have. I don't care what fears I have. I don't care what hurdles I have. I am going to the freaking top. Why would I have a minimum mindset and be like, what's the smallest kit I could buy? What's the minimum? That's a minimum mindset. I have a maximum mindset. I'm going to the top no matter how long it takes me, because that's a mindset, guys. That's a decision. And you know what? Fake it till you make it. I didn't always think I was good enough to go to the top, but then I just kept learning and growing. While everyone else in my mortgage company, while everyone else was complaining about how bad the rates were and surfing Facebook, I was working an extra half an hour, and I became the #1 funder in my entire company, in my mortgage company, with 48 loan executives, my position. I was the newest one, and I dusted everybody my first year as a top funder, my first year in the entire mortgage industry. Why? Because I just committed to doing it. Because everyone else was distracted and fear and complaining, and I was so focused. I just kept doing the same things that they could have done. Just calling people on our automatic dialer, getting their application, funding their loans. I was funding 53 loans when they couldn't even find 5. Why? Because I have a commitment to excellence. If there's a top, I'm going to go there. And it's not about ego. It's not about money. It's about a personal decision that if I'm going to do something, I'm playing all out. So get to the top 10% and remember that everybody that was in the top 10% was some point not even in the bottom 10%. You know, they were in the bottom 10%. Some of them weren't even in the industry. Remember, there was a time that I was not in network marketing. I didn't join network marketing until I was 34 years old. There was a time that I didn't know anything about industry or antioxidants or owning a business. There was a time that I was not only not in the top 10%, I wasn't even in the bottom 10%. I wasn't even in the industry. But it's funny because people demand that other people be the top of their field, right? If you're going to go get a doctor, do you want a crappy doctor that was in the bottom of his class? Or do you want the one that was at the top? If your child or your spouse or yourself had to go have brain surgery, do you want one of the top brain surgeons in the world? Or do you want the guy that was in the bottom that barely did the minimum, that just skated his way through med school, right? You're like, no, I want the best. If you got wrongly accused for murder, do you want the best lawyer? Or do you want a crappy lawyer that's like in the shady part of town, barely making his rent, that doesn't know much about the law, who just has a sign on his door? Which one do you want, guys? Right? Do you want the top realtor in town if you want to sell your house? Or do you want the one that just sells a house here and there because their friends and family know? So you guys have to understand that you demand the best, that you're not going to hire a painter that's horrible. You want a good painter, right? You want a good, every person you do business with, that you're their customer, you want good service from. So that has to go both ways, guys. Your customers want you to be the best. So you should know about your products inside and out. You should know about your services inside and out. If someone's going to join you in network marketing, you should know the comp plan. You shouldn't say, I don't know numbers. You should know numbers. A successful person doesn't say, a successful surgeon says, I don't know anatomy. That's not my thing. No, you have to. You want to be excellent, you have to be excellent. And here's the thing, is that's why people want to join top leaders. That's why they're attracted to top leaders, because they are the top 10%. and they have a mindset and they have a skill set and they have value and they can learn from them. And normally, if you work with professionals, you're going to get professional results. If you work with rookies, you're going to get rookies results, right? If you don't want to be in the top 10%, then you don't love what you do. And I'll tell you, you're doomed to fail. Get in the top percent. Have the mindset that you are. You know, when I joined, mindset that you have, we're going to go to the top. Mindset, whatever, pick the rank of your company. I am going there no matter how long it takes. Now, obviously your immediate goal should not be to go there because that's so irrational for your brain to even think about, but just think about your next rank and say, you know, I'm going to get there. I'm going to develop the skill set, the mindset, I'm going to do the activities. Be laser focused, learn, immerse yourself. Be a person of value. Continue to grow your mindset. Like, we don't say personal development is important just because, you know, we want to help all these great people sell books. It's important because it teaches you a new way of thinking that makes you resilient to the rejection and resilient to the fear and resilient to the ridicule and resilient to the failures that you're going to have, and makes you get up every time you fall down. Continue. It's, you know, how long is it going to take? I don't think of how long is it going to take. I think, how far can I go? They better be ready to make new ranks for me. That's the mindset you have to have. If you love what you do, you shouldn't think anything but the biggest possibilities. So remember, find people who believe in you. It's not about convincing everybody or begging everybody. Find customers who are interested in your products or services. Find entrepreneurs who want to change their life and they see your vision. It may take you a long time, it may take you a short time, but eventually if you keep doing this and you commit to excellence, you will find people who want to do what you do. And don't forget, everybody who was in the top 10% was at once in the bottom 10%. Any field takes about 5 to 7% to master. Now, I'm sorry, 5%. 5 to 7 years to master. Can you escalate that? 100%. You can up your game. You can immerse yourself. But doesn't just mean going to events and reading. Like, it's great that I've read this, but the books I read, I always say that I have like 100 books, and I'm remodeling my office, so it's really a mess. But someday I'll show you guys my library, which is the majority of the books I read. But I've coupled that with 9.5 years of field experience. Showing up at events is awesome for building your brand, your belief. Reading books is awesome for changing your mindset, but nothing will up your skills more than doing the activities. So network marketing, those are prospecting, right? Make your list. You gotta call your people interested. You've gotta ask them for referrals. You've gotta be doing those activities. Sorry, I was getting a call and I did put it on Do Not Disturb. I don't know why I got a call. So, doing 5 to 7 years of doing, not reading, not studying. Stop going ready, aim, fire, 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 stumble, fall down, learn. You could read a book every day for the rest of your life about surfing, but until you get on a surfboard, you will never learn how to surf. I promise you that. All right, you can compress that, right? You can up your game. You can do more activities. Fear is real. But the antidote to fear is action. So whatever you fear, hit it head on, do it more than you want to. All right, number 4, develop your unique talents and abilities. Clearly, I have the talent of talking, teaching. I always have. I've always loved to teach. I've always loved to talk. I've loved to paint vision. I found that very early on that was a skill necessary. Now, I'll tell you right now, I was not always comfortable talking in front of people. And this is the honest to God truth. I went to Berkeley. I wouldn't even apply to a state school. Like, there was all these great state schools in California. I swear to God, on my child's head, I wouldn't even apply to a state school. I would rather gone to a harder university because the state school requirement required speech class. And I was so scared, and I went all through high school and all through college with avoiding speech class, avoiding talking in front of people. I know that you probably don't believe that. If my husband was in the room, if Tina Mousen, one of my very first business partners in the room, if Lori, I don't know if you're still watching, my sister was there for me, knows that I sweated, I broke out in hives, and I was terrible, and it was so uncomfortable to talk in front of 5 people in a room let alone thousands in front of an arena. I'm telling you right now, you just have to keep doing it, and I promise the antidote to whatever you fear is action. So maybe you have the gift of gab, maybe you don't. I have a great example. One of my very first business partners in my first company made $83,000 her first year. She had never done network marketing. She was horribly afraid of talking in front of people, even her best friends in her own living room. She would not get in front of a room. She would not even sit. I think at the very end, and after 2 years, I got her to sit in a stool in the front of the room. But her unique talent was inviting. Just saying, hey, you got to come look at this. She was good at getting people there, and then she partnered with me. So find somebody who complements what you're weak at and work with them while you're developing it. And I have no doubt that she could have gone on to develop, great confidence and speaking in front of people, but she never did. But she was really good at inviting. So everyone is genetically structured to be really good at something. Figure it out, right? Are you good at numbers? Maybe you're the one that wants to pull all the reports. Are you good at helping people? Great. Be the one that trains everyone on the team. Are you good at, are you fun? Great. Be the one that does all the fun stuff for your local team or your, when you guys are events. Are you the one that just, has a determination to go to the top? Great. Show people how to get there. So what successes do you have? Whatever you're successful at in getting, maybe you're great at filling the funnel. You're great at inviting, but your funnel's like this, right? If you're great at inviting and you're not great at presenting and you're terrible at closing, then get used to inviting. So I was terrible at first. So I just invited people to someone who was great at presenting because she was making all this money. I just kept driving to her house, right? And then I let her close them. I was just good at inviting. But over time, after weeks and weeks and weeks and realizing that lady's making all the money, I better learn to do the presentation, I started taking notes, right? I was great at inviting, and then all of a sudden I got good at inviting, and then I honed my skills and my confidence in presenting, and then I learned how to close people, and when I did that, my business exploded. And when I say exploded, I mean exploded. So find out what you are good at, do more of that, and partner with people. I promise you, every one of your top leaders has a skill that you're not great at. Partner with them, but be committed to the excellence of learning that skill. Divide and conquer, okay? But just be you. Don't try to be anyone else. Be you. Be you. Your friends and family love you for you. Your network loves you for you. If you do this right, you should only be talking to people you know that love you. I've never cold called. I tried to buy leads 8 years ago. It didn't work. It was horrible. I lost a lot of money and time, and I was rejected, and it was like telemarketing. I'm like, this is awful. So do what you love. Number 5, develop a clear sense of direction. What do you want? What do you really want? This is different dreams. Now a clear path. Okay, this is my dreams. What am I going to do and how am I going to get there, right? I love network marketing. It's the only vehicle in the world that I feel like I can accomplish my goals. Like I could become a nutritionist, I could become a doctor, I could become a chiropractor, and I would help hundreds or thousands of people locally. But my second goal is to reach millions of people. So there's no other industry where I can go in and teach people how to do what I do. I guess I could start a franchise. That sounds really expensive, and it sounds like it would be a lot of work and a lot of time. And so my sense of direction is I want to continue creating wellness entrepreneurs because we have devastatingly ridiculous numbers of people getting sick, heart disease, cancer, everything's on the rise. That's my passion. I want to say at the end of my life, I believe that building entrepreneurs in this industry, in the wellness industry, made an impact on those numbers. I want to believe that. I want to believe people get healthier because of what I did. And that's a clear sense of direction. What do you want? What will it take? I know that network marketing is going to take rejection. I know it's going to take facing fears. I know it's going to take ridicule. I know it's going to take hard work. It's going to take sacrifice. It's going to take self-discipline. Be willing to pay the price. And here's the bottom line. The universe is always just. It is always just. There is no causeless effects. You have to be willing to pay the price in full in advance. There are no shortcuts. There are no freebies. There is no luck. There is no MLM fairy going to sprinkle down an entire downline into your downline. And if you got into a business because someone told you they were going to build it for you, then you were lied to. You're going to need, and now people will help you, and there is situations I give overflow to my team all the time, because I'm recruiting people, I gotta put them somewhere, right? Might as well help my people. Now, there is times and circumstances, but if you got in because of the mindset that you're going to get something for nothing, you're never going to be successful. When I got into my business right now, I was given nothing and nobody, and I've built it all organically, over 10,000 people in a year. And every dime that my team has made is because me and my team have worked on it. Nobody's given me anything. And you know what? I'm proud about that. And I would love a free gift. I would love free money, of course. But I'm proud to say that we've done it all myself, and that you have to have the mindset that you're going to have to do it by yourself. Pretend you are the master distributor for your company. Should only be in a company that you love. You love it. You should be in the company because you love their products and services and you are passionate about it. If you're not, and it's about a paycheck, you are in the wrong company. You are in the wrong industry, right? You should want to have a massive impact, but there are no shortcuts. There's no luck, right? You know what luck is? The definition of luck, I think it might be Napoleon Hill. When preparation meets opportunity. So everyone's like, oh, you got lucky because you got this one girl. No. I worked my tail off and immersed myself and became a person of value and learned the skills for 3 months before I met that person. And when I met her, when the opportunity came, I was a person of value that she saw partnering with me, and I helped her make a 6-figure income twice. That's not luck, people. I was prepared, because if I was ill prepared, I wouldn't have signed her up. She wouldn't have been attracted to me. If I knew nothing about my product and nothing about the comp plan, and I had no vision and no passion and no idea where I wanted to go, I promise you she would not have signed up with me. There is no luck. When preparation meets opportunity, you will have success. That is what people on the outside call luck, because they are unwilling to be prepared. Don't be unwilling to be prepared. Have a sense of direction and pay the price. Do what you want to do what you love to do, work on you. What do you need to improve right now? Write a list down. Do you need to build your network? Maybe if you're young, maybe if you have a shyer personality, maybe you live in a small town, maybe if you're a hermit crab. This might not be, the network marketing industry might not be for you, but I still think you can learn. Build a network, find out how people build networks, right? Go online, learn social media if that's in your comfort zone. Face your fears. Again, the antidote to all fear is action, because every time you take action and you have a result, then your belief is fed, and belief helps to eliminate fears. What skills do you need to learn? Like I said, if you're terrible at inviting, but you're great at closing, well, then you better learn how to invite. If you're great at inviting, but you're terrible at presenting, learn how to present. Guys, here's the secret. Most companies have a tool. They have a video or a PowerPoint or something. Just be able to get people the information and then say, what did you like best? What do you see yourself? Do you see yourself being a customer? Do you see yourself talking about this product or service to the other people? Do you see yourself telling a lot of people about it and wanting to deliberately and intentionally make income, right? What actions do you need to take? What fears do you need to face? What books do you need to read? You know, what are your biggest obstacles right now, right? If time is an issue, what else do you need to give up? If money's an issue, then what can you do in your budget? There's so many things. Like, anybody who lacks money can get money. Money is value. Money is just it's a piece of paper. That paper is worth nothing. It's the value we assign to it. Because if I go to a restaurant, I spend $100 on dinner, let's pretend this is $100, the owner of the restaurant gets $100. This is just value because he provided me food and service and I don't have to clean the dishes. So then the owner of the restaurant takes this $100 and he goes to Macy's and he buys $100 worth of stuff. The value, buys $100 worth of clothes, right? And so now he's got clothes. Then $100 flows to Macy's because now it's just value. It's value. And money is attracted to people of value. Good restaurant, great value, money. Horrible service, horrible food, horrible value, no money. So you want to increase your income, increase your value. And if you have a clear sense of direction, you know where you're going, you know why you're going there, you love what you do so much, then you have to become a person of value. When you sit down with someone, they should be like, wow, I need to join up with this person because they know their stuff. They could help me get that income and those dreams that they keep selling me. Because if you meet with somebody and they don't have the sense of that you're going to get them to the goal that you're selling them, they're not going to join you and they're not going to buy from you. You've got to up your game. So these are 5. Stay tuned on Monday for the next 5. Should I tease them? Do you guys want me to tease them? Do you love this lesson? No, this is good stuff. I cannot wait to deliver the next 5. So you're going to have to tune into the next Lunch and Learn. That will be on Monday for those of you. And please, again, subscribe to the YouTube so you never miss an episode. YouTube.com/Create Wealth with Tara. Or you can just go and find me and subscribe. And please share this with people who need it. I promise you I'm never going to pitch my products, my company. I'm not going to ever wear a shirt that says my logo because I really want to just add value to the network marketing industry because like my good friend Eric Worre says, we have found a better way. We need to up level and let people know that this profession is here to stay. And if we teach people how to be professionals, we can change so many more lives. So thank you guys for joining in. Have a great weekend, and this is officially a wrap. Thanks, guys.